Stones hits a long ball up towards Haaland. Haaland up against Holding, holds him off, lays it off to De Bruyne, and De Bruyne is advancing, and De Bruyne keeps on going and hits it into the back of the net. What a sensational goal! Kevin De Bruyne off the layoff from Haaland. He raced 40 metres and slid his shot. Floats it in, and there's an unmarked header, and City is offside. It's offside. The VAR check was complete, and the line...
I do think Alan's going to be really disappointed that he hasn't put the game to bed.
Oh, he has, and he might get the chance here because the ball's been given away. Haaland towards De Bruyne. De Bruyne now in the penalty area, and that is the end of the night for Arsenal. Haaland with the assist, De Bruyne with the side foot. The Blues are in cruise control.
It's a reversal of roles this evening. Erling Haaland is just putting them on a plate.
Won the Premier League 2 title. Now Arsenal are going to score here. They pull one back. It's a tidy finish from Rob Holding. There wouldn't have been many people who would have had him down as the Arsenal goal scorer, but the ball wasn't cleared from the corner and it reached Holding, and Holding lashed it 3-1. Now Foden on the edge of the area. Onto Haaland! 4-1! What was I saying? That it was a night when Haaland's going to get 2 assists but no goal. I must have been out of my mind.
He needs to take that elastic band out maybe a bit earlier.
Swung in initially. It's Rodri that makes first contact again. Kanji can't quite get that one off his chest.
Zaslav Kovacic to look. He says the hand was out in an unnatural position, making the block. And the officials, Erling Haaland for Manchester City, and he scored to give City the advantage in the tie. Smacked into the bottom corner.
Yeah, Blasvik went the right way, didn't he, the goalkeeper?
And City go again. It's De Bruyne. Oh! It's Haaland, and it's 2. And in 2 blinks of the eye, the tie is running away from Leipzig and going Pep Guardiola's way.
Well, they've had...
In towards Ruben Dias, and it's into the net again. Who got the last touch? It's 3-0 City, right on the cusp of half-time.
Well, is it that man again? I think Ruben Dias made the first contact.
Haaland to Gundogan. Grealish wants it. Grealish back to the captain Gundogan. Gundogan with space to shoot, and it's 4. They have casually, coolly, crisply and easily played their way through to 4-0 and are undoubtedly through to the Champions League quarter-final. Bernardo Silva all the time in the world. Up goes Haaland, and there's a Kanji, and Haaland again! It's 5, and he's got 4 of them.
Do you know, I was waiting for him to climb when Bernardo Silva nodded that one back across.
Mahrez, Blasvik with another save, Haaland with another goal! No way! No way! He is Manchester City's record scorer in a single season, and it's 5 in a night for the... Mahrez. De Bruyne, he deserves a goal, and De Bruyne has got a goal.
Wow.
He's been magnificent, and he's made it a magnificent 7 for Manchester City.
And they've saved the best one till last.
Out to float in a right-footed ball, and City haven't got it away, and Palace have scored. Well, there are claims that it was put in with an arm. The City players are all turning, saying that was a handball. But at the moment, Palace are celebrating the fact that they lead. Go. And then they're going to score again. They lead 2-0. A header into the net from Anderson. Crystal Palace once again giving City problems, and they lead 2-0 at the Etihad.
You can't really get any more of a simple goal. It's a straight
infield to Rodri. Rodri plays it off to the right. Little bit of space now for Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva skipping into the area, keeps on going, unleashes a shot. City are back in the game. Now then, game on, ladies and gentlemen. City, the comeback specialists, have built the platform. So, as the cross comes in towards Alvarez, it's cleared as far as Foden. Good ball in! His first City goal at the Etihad Stadium, and I told you that when they get one, they knock the dominoes. Set up for it, into the box to Alvarez, back it goes, and Stones, and Haaland! Erling Haaland! Never, ever get. Haaland has it, Haaland still, Haaland! Ladies and gentlemen, has his first City match ball. It will not be his last.
It's not just the finish, it's the play, it's appreciation. Foden finds a pocket, plays around the corner, Gundogan breaks the lines, and then the movement and the finish. I don't think I've had such a big...
They have escaped the press, Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold pops it forward, and Shota's onside here. Shota down the middle, real chance for Liverpool. He's held up by Akanji, and then up comes Salah to pop it into the net, and Liverpool... Now here come the Blues with Mahrez. He's taking on Van Dijk. He keeps on going, onto Gundogan, into the gap for Grealish. Grealish, Alvarez, 1-1. That is a magnificent goal. That is truly wonderful. A team goal. They rip Liverpool apart. There's gaps to be exploited, and Julian Alvarez makes it 1-1. Is it to Grealish? Grealish in towards Alvarez. Alvarez sweeps it forward down the right-hand side, and Mahrez should get to this, and he will do. And it's into the box, and De Bruyne! What a start to City's second half! Mahrez round the back, De Bruyne on the half volley, and it's City 2, Liverpool 1. Stones, he's still up there. On it goes now to Mahrez again. Mahrez into the penalty area, plays it across, can't get it to Alvarez. Alvarez, it's blocked. Gundogan, 3-1. City 3, Liverpool 1. Ilkay Gundogan, 2 goals in 9 minutes, and Liverpool are being swept away.
And he does it fantastically well.
Absolutely. Now Gundogan, beautiful ball, changes the angle, on it goes. De Bruyne's in the area, looking up for the right pass. Grealish, magnificent. You'll not see a better team goal than that. I'm afraid I didn't count the passes, but one thing I can count is the number of goals, and City lead 4-1, and Erling Haaland's on a watching brief today, but he's one of the first to his feet to applaud. Mahrez hits it on target, into the back of the net, and that is a quite sensational free kick. He scored an absolute beauty against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup back in November. It went over the wall and in. This one is even better, and the man who settled it, hovering with intent, and Laporte almost got to it, Rodri almost got to it, Alvarez hits a shot that's blocked. Mahrez then gets the loose one on the edge of the area, runs up to the ball and fires it into the corner of the net. It is City 2, it is Chelsea 0. Kepa guessed the right way, got a hand on it, and the 2 goal scorers when the Blues beat Chelsea in the Carabao Cup back in November. Armour in field to Rodri. Rodri changes the angle over to Mahrez, wide on the right hand side. Mahrez now attacking Hall. In it goes to Walker, and turned in by Phil Foden. It is an absolutely wonderfully worked goal from City. It really was. They switched the play from the right hand side over to the left. Back it came to advances. He has options left and right. Foden, was he brought down? Yes, he was. Penalty kick. First half penalty. Mahrez scores the second half penalty. And his fantastic record against Chelsea continues, and City lead by 4-0. And Riyad Mahrez now has his 5th goal. The gap for Rodri, and he's given away, and Spurs will score. Well, it's what City do. They play out from the back. They play it to players who are under pressure. Rodri was the man. Good tackle by Rodri. It's still danger. Parried away, and Spurs lead by 2-0. Emerson Royale on the follow-up has headed it into the towards the final third. Outside it goes to Mahrez. Mahrez in the penalty area. The cross isn't a bad one. Gundogan is blocked. Grealish is blocked, and then it's turned in. Alvarez, City back in the game. It's the 6th minute of the second half, and it is City 1, Spurs 2, and Julian Alvarez third, lays it out wide. Mahrez joins in on the right wing. Mahrez comes in field, plays it to Rodri. Rodri scoops it forward. Mahrez, Haaland! Can you believe it? 2-0 down at half-time. It's 2-2!
Fantastic. What a great energy now.
Ake has Rodri. Rodri plays it out wide to Mahrez. Mahrez won't get it. He will get to it. He's got the better of Perisic. Into the area goes Mahrez and scores! Riyad Mahrez. City 3, Spurs 2. What a comeback!
Brilliant.
Ederson's gone long. Mahrez is onto it. Mahrez! 4-2. An assist for Ederson. A second goal for Mahrez. And Spurs are beaten.
Fantastic. We've called for it. Ederson's been...
Gave a thumbs up as he received the pass. Rodri turns away from Musiala and puts the hammer down. Oh, what a goal! Top corner, top quality from Rodri. Every time he gets the ball 30, 40 yards from goal, this crowd cries shoot. Most of the time he declines that invitation. Upamecano loses out to Grealish, and here's Haaland, and there's Bernardo Silva! A silver goal of solid gold for Manchester City. One mistake, that's all it took. One moment of switch off from Deo Upamecano. Haaland leapt, De Ligt leapt with him. Alvarez. That was stoned, here is Haaland! He was always going to score tonight. Manchester City have a 3-goal lead. Look at the joy and look at the abject misery.
Tomiyasu was included, even though Ben White had been an ever-present. It's because he is a little bit more dynamic, a little quicker. Oh, and that's a terrible back pass, and City will score, and it's incredible. I was just praising Tomiyasu. He played an absolutely dreadful back pass, and Kevin De Bruyne lobbed it over the advancing Ramsdale, who was in no man's land, and City lead by 1-0. And there's Xhaka on the ball. He plays it into the gap towards Nketiah. And Ederson comes out, and it's off the line by Ake. And has he crossed the line? Oh, he's given a penalty. He blows his whistle. Saka to try and make it 1-1, and he's done it. He sent Ederson the wrong way, and Arsenal are level. And it was a very, very controversial call. So much so that I admit it, I have no idea what. Bernardo Silva tried to poke it through the legs. Now he gets it back, plays it forward. Haaland's on the chase. Haaland towards the edge of the area, in towards Gundogan, and now Grealish. 2-1 City. Beautifully worked. One side of the pitch to the other. He goes over to the City fans. Oh, I thought he was going to take his shirt off. I was screaming, don't do it. You'll get booked and sent off. Walker wins it back well. Now Rodri in central midfield. Gets away from Granit Xhaka. Plays it to Gundogan. Gundogan has options. On it goes to De Bruyne. Cross the face of the goal. And Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland. 3-1 City. Assist from De Bruyne. Goal from Erling Haaland. Arsenal 1, City 3. There's daylight and the top of the table beckons. clicking through the gears here. The cross comes in from Bernardo Foden. Absolutely brilliant start. Phil Foden, first goal against United, and boy has he enjoyed it.
Terrific play from Manchester City, but so poor from United.
City's corner comes in. Haaland off the line. Did he cross?
Goal.
Yes, he did. It's 2-0 City. And Haaland's first chance of the game. City have men over here. De Bruyne, Haaland, 3-0. Kevin De Bruyne assist. Erling Haaland goal. It's away from Eriksen. Keeps on going De Bruyne. Into the gap for Haaland. Haaland now up against Lindelof. Plays it in. Foden! 4-0! Absolutely brilliant from City. A wonderful counter-attack. De Bruyne at the pivot. And Phil Foden gets it. Down well, Anthony. Comes in field, hits a shot. Oh, what a goal. What a goal that is. 25 metres from goal, and Ederson couldn't get near it. It's a brilliant goal. Skips forward and on to Grealish. Dalot in front of him. Gomez on his overlap. Goes inside to De Bruyne. Now outside to Gomez. Inside Haaland! 5-1! Hat-trick Erling Haaland. The records keep on tumbling. Erling Haaland's got a hat-trick for City. It's the first time comes forward. Haaland is in a little bit of space. Foden is as well. Haaland has it now. Turns, keeps on going. Haaland on to Foden. Foden! 6-1! Flag has stayed down. VAR are checking. Otherwise it's 2 City hat-tricks. And that has never happened. Now then, United are inside the penalty area. Good save by Ederson. And United have made it 6-2. Turned in by Martial. There's tackled. City win it back, do they? Oh, penalty. Michael Oliver's pointed to the spot. Martial scores. Mind you, there was no pressure on him. And it's
Stones. Walker. De Bruyne through to Bernardo Silva. Courtois not keeping that one out. Manchester City's dominance of the game now reflected in the score.
Beautiful goal.
Grealish. Carvajal's allowing him the chance to run into the box and find Gundogan. And now it's Bernardo Silva. Manchester City double their lead. They have air to breathe. They tentatively in from De Bruyne, and it's in for 3. Manchester City are surely now heading to another Champions League final. They will have got in off Eder Militao with a Kanji challenging. 3 minutes away from the party starting. There might be another one on this ground on Sunday if they can clinch the Premier League title. But this is huge for them tonight. And here's Alvarez!
First touch.
The man who really has the Midas touch this season. He might win